the first day
Mhm.
after losing a pet or the day of can be, of course, devastating. The first week, the first month. What is your best advice or what is some advice for somebody that it's so recent, somebody that's just lost their pet yesterday or they're going through their first week without their pet? How can they start to move through this grieving process?
Yeah, that's a great question. I would say if you have the privilege to take times,
Mm,
right? Uh, you are experiencing a lot of emotions and honestly, grief, we feel it in our physical bodies, right? We feel that heaviness, we feel that sadness. So if you're able to take some time from work, from other responsibilities, take it. And I realize that's, a huge privilege to be able to do. Um, and honestly, the basics, we need to focus on the basics. Are you eating? Are you drinking water? Are you getting rest? And are you isolating? Because you don't need to like be super social, but it is important to have at least one person that knows what's going on with you and that you can get support from. Because being in your own mind and your own brain 24/7 can be a really like messy thing. And you need social support during this time.
yeah, that first day I remember distinctly, with both of mine. I went for a walk, uh, in a place that, like a greenway with trees, and I would hear birds chirping, and birds chirping is one of my favorite sounds, like, in
Mhm.
nature, but I didn't like it on this day. This was the day I lost, my cats, and it just I was just, so sad that like, the birds chirping represented life, and I just lost
Mhm.
my cats, and I
Yeah.
was thinking, like, they'll never be able to hear that sound again, and
Mm.
it's not fair. I want them to still be a
Yeah.
part of life, and it was just I remember distinctly that, so and again, somebody else may hear birds chirping, and that may be a source of comfort for them during their
Right.
grieving phase.
Right.
Uh, so that goes back to the how we all process this differently.
Right. Well, and I think with that too, the uniqueness of each person is don't be afraid to ask whoever your support system is what you need from them.
Mm,
Right. So
yeah.
some people are like, hey, I want to like talk and process and like, can you hold space for me? And other people are probably like, hey, can we just like sit and watch a movie and not talk to each other?
Mm,
Right. And so being clear about, and it's okay also if you don't know what you need, that's okay too. But if you do have some sense of like, what kind of environment would be comforting to you, let the people that care about you know that because that helps them not be so anxious as well. Of like, how do I help this person I love? That they want to support you, but they might not know exactly how.
yeah. I too both of mine were really unique. When after Nomar passed away, the next day, I was having a kind of a going away party for myself because I was moving from Colorado to Tennessee, and it was just horrible timing, and I decided to still have it. I mean, we kind of,
Yeah.
in the Facebook event made that announcement, and I still had it, which was, I think, good because I was amongst people and friends. And when Mia passed away, gosh, she passed away the day I was supposed to leave town to celebrate my mom's 80th birthday.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
And, and I'm like and it was a hard decision anyway to I was actually fighting with that decision before she passed away because she was sick. I was like, "Well, maybe I'll stay home, just take care of Mia." Then she passed away, so there was no real reason for me to stay, home, and my parents live or actually, we were meeting them at my sister's house, like
Mm,
5.5 hours away.
mm,
But my friend who was there for Mia's passing, she volunteered to drive me because
mm.
when you've just experienced a loss like that, I didn't wanna be driving on the road myself by
Right.
myself for 5.5 hours, so
Right.
very unique circumstances that I
Totally. Yeah.
um and I do wanna share I actually have a resource, to give away, it's a free guide, 21 reminders for your first month of pet loss grief
Mm,
because, like you said, we need to think about, are we taking care of ourselves? Are we giving ourselves grace and
yes.
compassion? So
Yeah.
If you'd like that resource, just comment 21 and I will make sure to get that to you.